The world's most beautiful sea voyage is a journey completely unlike any other. There is simply nothing to compare with it. At least once in a lifetime, everyone should travel like this, experiencing a constantly changing nature, and where sea, coastal islands and mountains form part of a landscape which leaves lasting impressions and memories. The coast of Norway is an exciting destination, where these impressions line up along the quaysides. Every day throughout the year, 11 ships sail the route from Bergen to Kirkenes and back. They pass in orderly sequence Norway's most western, northern and eastern points. A journey which has justly earned the accolade, the world's most beautiful sea journey.
This is a perfect ship, good food, met a lot of nice people, and if you want something to look at and be entertained, you just look out there.
Die erste Schiffsreise habe ich jetzt zum ersten Mal gemacht und das übertrifft alle meine Erwartungen. Und man kann das so schnell gar nicht verarbeiten, was man hier an Schönheiten und an unterschiedlichen Sachen erlebt.
Quando abbiamo visto per la prima volta quell'immenso muro delle isole Lofoten, è stata veramente un'esperienza magica, direi. E poi passare di notte nel Fjord e l'atmosfera che si è creata sulla nave.
Bergen, Norway's second largest city, is a popular destination for tourists and a natural starting point for a journey on the coastal ship. The city is a junction for traffic to and from Norway, easily accessible by train, boat, car and plane. The city's old wooden buildings tell of roots back to the Hanseatic period and form a charming contrast between the old and the new in the city's architecture. In this respect, both Edvard Grieg's Trollhaugen and Ole Bull's splendid home at Lisøen are well worth a visit. From Bergen, with its lively fish market and bustling atmosphere, the coastal vessel begins its journey. A voyage along a fairy tale coastline throughout the different seasons, summer and winter, and in changing weather conditions. When you board a ship on the Norwegian coastal voyage, you also embark upon a history that is more than 100 years old. The original purpose of the coastal ships was first and foremost to carry food, tools, and local passengers between the ports in northern Norway. It was founded by Captain Richard With as early as 1893. However, the transport of local population and goods still makes the Norwegian coastal voyage a vital lifeline and an important part of the coast along which it sails. The ships have a job to do, while at the same time ensuring that you enjoy life aboard. The ever-changing scenery and the many visual impressions may be enjoyed from the sun deck or in the comfortable saloons which offer pleasant company.
You have to come to my desk.
For most of the year, there are tour guides on board. They ensure that all necessary information is provided in many languages and are responsible for organizing excursions and visits to the many interesting places to be found during the journey. Ålesund, situated on 3 islands, is named after the narrow sound that runs between 2 of them. The vessel docks close to the pedestrian precinct, so that there is a splendid opportunity to experience the city's beautiful and special Jugend architecture. On the way to Molde, the ship passes the snow-covered Romsdals Alps. Molde is internationally renowned for its annual jazz festival and also for its roses. After a brief stay, the journey continues northward through Hustadvika and into Kristiansund by evening time. In the course of the 11 days, which a round trip lasts, the ship will dock 66 times. In all, 34 cities and smaller places are called at on both the north and south voyages. The harbors and experiences encountered at night while northbound are relived in daylight during the southbound journey. Comfort, excellent service, and first-class meals are a matter of course on the ship, all ensured by an able and friendly crew. This is a journey where every day provides a new culinary experience. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in the ship's dining salon at specific times. If lighter food or something special for children is required, the cafe on board is open all day. It is also possible to purchase toilet commodities, souvenirs, and kiosk articles on board. Early next morning, the ship docks at Trondheim and will remain here for 6 hours. The city celebrated its 1,000 years anniversary in 1997. On the northern leg of the journey, excursions are arranged to, among other places, the Museum of Music History at Ringvi. This is acknowledged as one of the world's most interesting museums within its field. Southbound ships include an excursion to Trondheim's most illustrious site, Nidarosdomen, Norway's national sanctuary and the largest medieval building in Scandinavia. On the way out of Trondheim's fjord, the ship passes the monastery ruins and the ancient prison on Munkholmen Island. Now the voyage continues northward. Ahead lies the longest stage of the journey, where 600 islets and rocks encircle the way, sometimes very closely. At Rørvik, the vessel is greeted by the southbound ship. The coastal fleet consists of 11 ships. 6 of them were built during the 1990s, and the others have been modernized and upgraded. The oldest ships are also the smallest. An entirely special atmosphere prevails on board, and many people want to sail on this classic. All coastal ships are constructed with the intention of providing the very best possible view of the coastal landscape. Huge panoramic windows bring the nature in, while salons and public rooms are light and open. On all coastal ships, artistic decoration is of great importance. Moreover, the choice of colors, materials, and design combine to make the vessels a beautiful and harmonious experience. The cabins are comfortable and of high standard. On the newer ships, specially equipped cabins are provided for handicapped passengers, and suites of varying size with all facilities. The new generation of coastal ships appear large from the outside, but it is easy to find one's way around on board. There are quiet libraries, elegant dining salons, friendly bars, with all amenities, cafeterias and boutiques. On the new vessels, there are also playrooms for the smaller children. Should there be any questions, you only need to ask. Most members of the crew have long sailing experience and can answer most questions. Long-distance travelers will also enjoy the great pleasure of conversing with the people of the coast itself. They are to be found on board making short or longer trips. Out on deck, one comes face to face with the grandeur of nature. Just find a deck chair and relax. The passing of the landmark which denotes the Arctic Circle is followed by the traditional baptism. I, Neptune, god of all the seas, have now ascended to make you all my subjects, like the jellyfish and the squid. This is because you have carried out the great achievement of crossing the Arctic Circle at 66 degrees and 33 minutes north. May good fortune and happiness attend you. The voyage continues north to Ørnes in the borough of Meløy, offering beautiful scenery in a unique setting. Here, excursions are arranged for the passengers to Svartisen and Bodø. Svartisen is the largest glacier on Nordkalotten. Its accessibility makes it popular with glacier explorers.
I thought it was extremely beautiful. I only wish we could have got closer and even climbed a little, although I realize it's extremely dangerous to climb on glaciers. But it was absolutely marvelous, and one had the feeling of being close to it nevertheless. And the lake in front is so beautiful, that the contrast in color between the glacier and the bluey, smoky blue of the lake.
The voyage continues to Saltstraumen. This is the world's strongest maelstrom, where the tidal water can force its way forward at a speed of 20 knots, creating nature's own gigantic bubble bath. At midday, the coastal ship docks alongside the quay among the lofty mountains of Bodø, North Norway's second largest city. In the summer, it is possible to take part in an eagle safari, which is arranged from Bodø harbor. With a wingspan of well over 2 meters, the sea eagle is an impressive sight. For those with other airy interests, Norway's largest aircraft museum is absolutely worth a visit. From Bodø, the journey continues across Vestfjorden towards Lofoten. Traveling with a coastal vessel means forklift trucks with cargo and goodbye scenes on the quayside. It is simple, weather-beaten houses, and it is charming fishing villages, and larger or smaller inhabited areas and cities. Every port of call has its own character. If one enjoys the challenges of nature, then embark on a winter journey with a Norwegian coastal voyage. There may be storms along the coast, but the coastal vessel most often takes the inshore route, protected against the sea, but not against the changing weather during the winter season. Experiences are numerous. Nature and animal life come very close. An increasing number of people choose exactly this time of year to take a voyage along the coast of Norway.
Weil es ein Kindheitstraum von mir, seitdem ich mich erinnern kann, einmal im Winter die Route mit den Postschiffen zu machen nach ganz oben, wo es schön kalt ist.
In Tromsø, a visit to the Ishavskatedralen, the Arctic Cathedral, is recommended. It houses North Europe's largest stained glass windows, which symbolize North Norway's nature, culture, and faith. Tromsø became world-renowned as an Arctic ocean city because of a number of scientific and hunting expeditions from 1850 to 1930. The city is proud of its participation in space research, and also of having the world's most northerly university, and the most cafes and restaurants in Norway in relation to the size of the city's population. Many people have made it a tradition to celebrate Christmas aboard a coastal vessel, and on most sailings a special Christmas program is arranged for the Christmas passengers. Christmas Eve is celebrated in the traditional Norwegian way, with carol singing around the Christmas tree, presents, and Christmas dinner. The Christmas Gospel is read before the voyage continues along the coast of Finnmark. Hurtigruten has one of North Norway's busiest harbors, with from 4,000 to 5,000 calls each year. From here, coach tours to North Cape are arranged. For many people, a visit to the unsheltered North Cape Plateau and the new North Cape Centre is the highlight of their voyage. Here, food, drink, and souvenirs are available. But to the majority of visitors, the endless view to the north towards nothing, there where Europe ends, is the strongest experience of all. Another good experience is to take in Ivo Caprino's tableau of North Cape travelers from earlier times, as well as his impressive broad panoramic film of the area up here. At North Cape, there is also an opportunity of meeting the original inhabitants of this part of the country. Here is the land of the Sami people, where a rich tradition of reindeer farming keeps the ancient culture alive. Sailing into Skellefjord, the ship passes Finnskjerka, a very special and elegant ocean cliff. On the morning of the 7th day, you arrive at Kirkenes. A trip to the Russian frontier marks the turning point of this journey.
Whatever. Okay, are we smiling? Okay. Okay, that ends that roll.
Before the ship leaves Kirkenes on course for Vadsø, new passengers come aboard, and others go ashore to make return journey by car or plane. The journey south offers new experiences. Those harbors that were visited during the night are now called at in daytime. Vardø is Norway's easternmost city and lies in fact further east than Istanbul. Vardøhus fortress was actually built before the year 1200. The next opportunity to stretch one's legs is in Hammerfest, the northernmost city of the world. Reindeer in the street can be an everyday occurrence in city life and contributes to giving the city its own atmosphere. The summer light in the north is a really special experience. The difference between day and night fades away, and there is plenty of time to digest impressions from the unique panorama which unfolds. After Harstad, the course is set toward Vesterålen, one of the many high points on the journey, with its dramatic and beautiful landscape. Raftsund, it is possible, weather permitting, to venture into the narrow and steep-sided Trollfjord. And when Trollfjord is left behind, the ship heads for Lofoten and the fairy tale world of islands which awaits. Even on the world's most beautiful sea voyage, there are some places which are more beautiful than others. The island groups of Vesterålen and Lofoten are just such places. Nature here has created the basis for a way of life with a completely special culture, which offers experiences outside the usual. Lofoten can, in summertime, give a false impression of gentle moderation, which stands in strong contrast to the activity which unfolds during the Lofoten fishing season in wintertime. When the starting signal is given, it is necessary to try to get to the fishing grounds as quickly as possible. Over 1,000 boats take part in this fishing, which from ancient times has been rich in traditions. The journey continues on a southerly course, visiting more and more new towns, fishing villages, and small places. The local inhabitants and the tourists often meet each other on the quayside when the ship docks. Some disembark and some come aboard. Increasingly, more people choose to combine a journey on the coastal voyage with a car trip or another form of travel up and down the Norwegian coastline. There is no pressure of time with a coastal voyage. To glide through the sea at a speed of 15 knots is somewhat different from flying at 1,000 kilometers per hour. The coastal voyage allows time to become part of the journey, time to meet new people, and time to digest the impressions which are lined up along the way. This beautiful landscape has provided the substance for myths and sagas about, among other things, the mountain range called the Seven Sisters. The poet-priest Peter Das, on his estate Alstahaug, has, like nobody else, interpreted this part of the country in verse and song. Life on board is a colorful blend of variation and routine. Outside, the surroundings change from minute to minute. The nature all around is as unpredictable as the sea on which the ship sails. On board, one's existence is influenced by the patterns of habit. A morning turn about the deck, a forenoon relaxation in the viewing salon, an afternoon walk ashore. Round off with a chat with a fellow passenger, read a book, or just enjoy life. Aboard a ship on the coastal voyage, you will find peace which gives room for the multitude of impressions so that they may be brought out and enjoyed, one after the other, when ordinary life has once again taken over. On this round trip, the daily life along Norway's long coastline can be experienced, at the same time as life aboard the coastal vessel can be enjoyed. The description, "the world's most beautiful sea voyage," was not just an expression that somebody invented. It was just somebody stating a fact. Welcome aboard.